We're going to start left to right. One question only. Thank you for your time and insight.
Appreciate your time. But I'll go with a more optimistic one. This team goes 6-2 on the homestand, longest one of the year, after dropping 6-9. So, besides your return, of course, what helped this team start to be able to play to its identity of Liberty basketball again?
Yeah, I think, like you said, we started playing to identity and, moving the basketball and allowing the basketball to find energy and just really trusting our teammates out there to make the right plays. So when we play that way, we're a really hard team to stop.
Leo was just out here saying, coming off back-to-back, it seemed like you guys might have been a half-second late down on a couple of plays. Just knowing you're going on the road now and the schedule stays pretty compact, just how do you stay fresh now?
Yeah, just treatment, and, being smart, getting rest, and, all of the small things that you have to do to get ready for a game, just really being locked in with that and understanding that nobody's going to, take pity on us. If anything, teams, have our games marked off on their calendars and they're ready to play against us. So we just have to come in with that mindset and, just understand that it's next woman up mentality.
First half, LA is hitting a whole bunch of threes, but then the second half you're trying to run them off the line.
Yeah.
They're getting to the rim a lot.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like at halftime in terms of adjustments?
Yeah, well, at halftime we had to get them up the 3-point line. Like, it was just too many shots, and it wasn't even just like they were making like tough shots. It was just like shots that they were walking into and, things that we kind of just let them have. And we wanted to just be a little bit more aggressive and trust the defense behind us. So that's what we tried to do. And they did a really good job of adjusting and just taking what we were giving them. But I think we just have to do a better job of coming out at the beginning of games and kind of setting the tone and not allowing teams to kind of get their rhythm and get their confidence. And I think that's what you saw tonight with LA.
Jonquel, what are the challenges playing without Brianna Stewart? And did you see her in the locker room? Did you get to say hi? How's she doing?
Yeah, Stewie is just Stewie. Obviously she is a force, and there's a lot of gravitational pull with her, and teams just scouting her. Obviously wanted to stay attached to her, so kind of opens up a lot of things for me in the paint. Opens up a lot of things for other players out there. Obviously, she is a facilitator. She is a rim protector. She does so many different things for our team. So it's really hard to properly articulate how important she is to us and what she brings, to the court every night and to our team every night. And I saw her at halftime. Just went and gave her a hug and just showed her some love.
This is
Jay Davis. Hope all is well with you. Feel like it is first forever since I got a chance to speak to you.
Yeah.
Want to start by congratulating you for moving to number 6 on the New York Liberty's rebound list yesterday.
Thank you.
And today moving to number 7 on the all-time blocks list.
Thank you.
But just speaking of, we spoke to Leo earlier. She said playing the back-to-back kind of affected you guys today. Just not only the Liberty, but there's a lot of teams right now with compact schedules, especially after All-Star break.
Yeah.
How much of this will be a conversation during the CBA talks, and how much did it affect you guys today?
Yeah, obviously you wanna be able to put the best product out there with us players, and so being able to have time to rest and to fully recover and get into the next game is going to be really important moving forward. So I think it should be definitely one of our priorities going into the new CBA negotiations and everything. But I guess the only good thing about it is that other teams have to deal with it too, and it's not just a one-off thing where individual teams have to deal with it, but obviously more rest is better for us health-wise, being able to get up and down the court, being able to, give the fans a good game and quality product.
This is your first game back in the back-to-back since your injury. How did you feel tonight playing a back-to-back?
Yeah, no, I felt pretty good. Like it was just tough, just getting you take a little bit longer to get warmed up. Not in the game, but just like coming into the gym and different stuff like that. You definitely feel the game from yesterday on your body a little bit more. And yeah, you just have to push through and just be ready to play. But it was a pretty tough turnaround. Yeah.
Collectively, the injuries have forced so much shuffling just between you and everybody else who's had to deal with that. How difficult is it when you're constantly needing to sort of adjust to different pieces missing, and especially when you have to do it on the fly like tonight?
I think we have a lot of pieces that can come in and help us in terms of like practicing, those rotations and different stuff like that. But I think it's just tough when you go against a team that just has the size that LA had tonight, and you saw it in terms of them being able to get on the glass and posting us up and really just taking advantage of like me just going to help other people, and then they just dish it off to my person. So I think that's the hardest thing is just defensively being able to slow teams down, especially a team that has the size that they had tonight.
Jay, we'll take one more. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you did during the All-Star break? Heard you might have went home.
Yeah,
what that
yeah.
did for you and your recovery?
Yeah, no, so yeah, I went home, saw my family, saw everybody, worked out with, the coaches that I took with me from the New York Liberty, obviously. But yeah, it was a great time. We ate a lot of good food, spent a lot of time in the gym and worked really hard, and I think it shows with how I came back and how easily I've been able to flow into everything.
Thanks, JJ.
Thank you.